Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So I typically make a market analysis video for booster boxes on Sundays, and that got me thinking, since I'm always doing booster boxes, are Pokemon Center ETBs safe from our current pullback, slowdown, correction, whatever you may want to call it? And as I started looking, I started actually being surprised by the changes or the market fluctuations that I've been seeing here. And I think you guys will be surprised as well. But before we continue, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps. So, so yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to be releasing this video on Sunday morning. I am recording this on Saturday night, and later on in the day, I'll still be doing my market analysis for all sealed booster boxes from Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. And of course, as always, I'm going to still correlate between TCG Player and eBay so we can see the difference between the two platforms and how things are selling. So we're going to be starting off with the Mega Evolutions Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. And as I was saying before, the box has seemed to have pulled back a little bit in the past few weeks. It was at an all-time high of $280 in the beginning of the month, and we are now sitting at $224. A pretty decent price drops for a new Pokemon Center ETB. Came out at a time where we clearly hit some kind of a lull in the market. If we look at the Gardevoir ETB, it also pulled back from the high of $247, now down to $220. A little bit less of a drop just because it didn't go as high as the Lucario one, but still both pulled back to about 220. So it's something that I think we always assume PC ETBs, even though they're kind of relatively new, we assume that they're safe. And it seems like this is kind of proving that they're not. There is exclusivity protecting this product, but it's still not safe from some kind of a pullback or correction. So looking on eBay, and another thing that I was going to point out is, of course, you can find some deals, right? We have the Lucario here at 230. We have the Gardevoir one at 220, still right around market. But I'm pretty sure I did see some. We have another one here at 245. I'm pretty sure I saw some that were some nice deals at around $200. Like, for example, right here, this Gardevoir one is at $195 with delivery, about $13 below market, something like that. But not bad, right? We have two here, best accepted offer. You could assume already they're at least under 200 for at least each one, but there is a decent size shipping fee right there. And you have here 420 for two, and that'd be $210 for each, still under market. So you could find some deals, especially in this current market right now, in this current lull correction, like I said, pullback, whatever you may want to call it. This is the time where you're going to find deals and you're going to find some steals, especially on eBay. We're going to be moving on to Black Bolt Pokemon Center ETB. And of course, the Black Bolt as well also had a decent pullback. It had a high of $240 towards the end of September. And we are now sitting at $213 market price. You see, the most recently sold actually sold for $179.49. That's really low. There's one here at $189, $209. So there are sales right now, like really cheap ETBs for the Black Bolt Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. So if you wanted to pick up this box, it looks like it's a pretty good time to pick it up now. The Mega Evolution ones being more popular probably could be a pickup as well. We have the White Flare one here, dropped all the way down to $203 from its all-time high of $211. Not too high. It just wasn't as popular as the Black Bolt, but still dropped down to $203. We're seeing sales. You see here, most recently sold at $181. Let's see, we have another one here at $180. One at 179, one 183. So you can find some sellers listing at some decent prices where you could take advantage of those sales. So now looking on eBay, once again, both boxes for $398 under market for both together at about just under $200. What is this? This is the set for both for $340. Wow, that's a nice one right there. That's about $170 each right there, $170 plus delivery. And we have another one here for the set of two at $150 per with $11.52 delivery. So once again, yeah, like I said before, it surprised me. It's most likely surprising some of you guys where even Pokemon Center ETBs are pulling back. You can find some nice prices for these boxes. It's a great time to pick these up if you want. If you want to wait a little longer, you know, if you think things are going to keep dropping, you can wait as well, but it seems like a pretty good time to buy to me. Next, we're going to be looking at Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETB, and this one really surprised me. It did pull back from $383 down to $355. The pullback wasn't as dramatic as the others, but still it pulled back almost $30 market price. And that's not so bad. It was pretty high. $383 for a Pokemon Center ETB is really expensive. You're seeing some sales here at $350. You saw another one here at $347, $351, $352. So you're seeing some nice deals in comparison to what was there before. Once again, one of the top performing sets of the SV era, top main set at least for sure, in Destined Rivals. Still, Pokemon Center ETB will fluctuate in price. It did pull back a little bit here, and so you may be able to find some steals. Maybe this might be the time, right? So we might find some here on eBay as well. I thought I saw a few that were under market. These, for the most part, are at 400. You have one here on bids for 360, 370, 375. You have one here at 345, still under market. Let's see what else we find. I thought I saw one more that was at a pretty cheap price. This one was at $226 and $36 delivery, well under market. I mean, some people are, oh, this is July 30th. Sorry, let's ignore that one. That must have been what I thought I saw that was really cheap. Somebody trying to flip a box. But aside from that, yeah, here's the other one, $345 under market again. So yeah, you can find some nice deals on eBay as always. Not a bad thing to be looking at right now. If you're looking at Pokemon Center ETBs, we keep talking about booster boxes. We were ignoring the ETBs, and the ETBs are also pulling back. Insane. Journey Together Pokemon Center ETB had a high of $197, and unlike the others, hasn't really pulled back. It has retraced $3 whole dollars from $197 to $194, but most recently sold was at $171, guys. There was one at $180 as well. So maybe the box just isn't selling as much, and there are listings here that are below market. There are. We're seeing here at $172, $165 with 2 shipping. So you can get Journey Together PC ETBs for a pretty decent price now. It has basically fell down to $170 to $175 for the ETB. At least with the listings that are there, it'll probably keep increasing. But as time goes on and sales continue to slow down, as we're seeing here, the sellers are going to continue to undercut each other, right? They're listing for a reason. They want to sell. They're not going to try to leave it on the website forever. Looking on eBay, we're going to find some steals as well, right? $165 with $12 delivery, $180 with $8. What do we have here? Best accepted offer. I did not look it up because it seems like that that website I was using, I forgot what it was called. Well, it's one that shows the best accepted offer prices, and for some reason the website wasn't working properly, so I'm leaving it alone for now until they fix it. We have another one here at $170 with $7 delivery. Not bad there either. So yeah, once again, Journey Together also pulling back. Moving on. Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions is one of the few ETBs that we're not really seeing much of a retracement here on the chart. It was at a high of 407. It's down to $399. But you do see the most recently sold at $389. Let's see if we see other sales. One at $371. $371 seems to be the lowest sold box. So yeah, at some point, sellers do get a little antsy. They're not patient, and they start undercutting each other. So they will see more boxes. More will appear. You see one here at $376 with $10 shipping. You see another one here at $386. So the box is pulling back a little bit. Sellers are undercutting each other. They want to make moves. They want to continue sales. So if you can watch the box and it gets to an affordable price for you, then you can buy it. Prismatic Evolution still being a really expensive PC ETB, basically still at $400. You have one that went on bids on eBay for $380. You have another one here for $355. That is the cheapest sale by far, looking at both platforms. We have another one here at $339. Buy it now. That is now the cheapest one we've seen at $340. And we have another here at $340. So, I mean, you can get lucky. It sounds like you can get something lucky on bids at maybe $350. There's another one here at $365. But the one that we had up top here was at $355 on bids, and you might get lucky on eBay again if this is something that you think you can afford or you can justify paying this much for this ETB. So Prismatic Evolution pulling back slightly on eBay here, so you might be able to find a steal. Next, we're going to move on to the Surgeon Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. It had a high of just about $300. It has now pulled back to $280 market price. But we can see, once again, most recently sold at $258. Let's see what else we have here. We have a few sales at $258. We have 5 that sold for $240. Wow, that was really cheap. We haven't seen a $240 Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB in a long time. And we have a few listings here though. $258. We have another one here at $244 with $15 shipping. Not so bad. So the box seems like it's going to keep on trending downward with listings like these, with sellers undercutting each other. So the box will continue to retrace. It still at least seems like it's got ways to go. It will keep retracing. If you're patient enough, you can get it for even cheaper. So looking on eBay, on bids, we have one here for $242. Not bad, with $9 delivery. What else do we have? We have a lot of these promos that are here. $226 with $16 delivery. That's a really nice buy. So yeah, like I said, $205 with 2 bids. That's insane. So boxes, Pokemon Center boxes are retracing. The Elite Trainer boxes are not safe from pullbacks. But of course, I guess the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, PC ETBs aren't pulling back so much. Destined Rivals did pull back, but not so much. Prismatic pulled back even less. And we'll continue to see on the other ones. Stellar Crown Pokemon Center ETB had a high of $188. It is still sitting at $189. Most recently sold at $199. I'm really surprised about this one, right? The set itself is not a great set. The promo on it is the Noctowl, which isn't a very valuable promo. It is a Pokemon Center promo, so it'll have some value, but it's not a desired one, right? And I'm surprised that the box is selling for that much. It's not retracing one bit. These guys are not undercutting each other at the moment, so I would definitely hold off on that Stellar Crown ETB. It might pull back at some point, but if we look at eBay, we do see some sales, some deals at $170 with $11 delivery for the Pokemon Center ETB Stellar Crown. We have one here at $200 with the acrylic, which you can basically remove $30 off of that, and it's basically a $170 ETB because the acrylic is worth $30. We have another one here at $181 with bids. We have another one here at $181 with bids as well. We have another at $153 with $37 shipping. Not really too worth it in my opinion. You could find better deals like we're finding here, $177.50 with $11 delivery. So yeah, another Pokemon Center ETB on eBay, just lowering listings and retracing. If you had a chart for this, which you could find it on price charting, you'd find this retracing right here. Looking at Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center ETB, has not retraced one bit. It is still sitting at $197, guys. $197 market price. Most recently sold at $203. So instead of retracing, this box is heading upwards. We had another sale at $205. We had another one at $220, $210. We had one at $188, and all the others are above $200. So Twilight Masquerade is heading upwards. And once again, another Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box that isn't really highly desired. The set's great, but the promo is not good whatsoever. Nobody likes that Overpon promo whatsoever. I don't like it. And that's really the sentiment for that promo right there, general consensus really. So if we look for Pokemon Center ETBs now, we have one here at $155 with $27 shipping. This is still more affordable than the market price on TCG Player. So once again, eBay is the place to go. We have another one. No, that's not that. That's two regular ones. I did see another one at $183 with $9 delivery. Still cheaper than TCG Player. We have another one here at $178, but with an insane shipping free from the UK. That's not worth it. We have another one there doing the same thing. We have another one basically doing the same. So we're seeing a lot of these being sold from the UK. Really matching market price. Not worth it. So I would skip on Twilight Masquerade unless you're patient enough to find a steal. But it looks like that box isn't retracing too much on either eBay or TCG Player. Next, we're going to be looking at Temporal Forces. We have the Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB sitting at $250, guys. Hasn't really retraced one bit, like maybe $2. But most recently sold is $205, which is almost $50 lower, $45 lower, $43. Which is pretty crazy, but listings, I mean, sales have clearly diminished. There haven't been too many sales, and that probably is why the box hasn't actually retraced since nothing is selling. We have one at $205. We have one at $204 the day before, And a few days ago, we have one at $199. So this box should start retracing as well. It should start heading downwards. We're seeing listings here at $205, $204 with $2 shipping, $215, $216 with $2 shipping. So once again, sellers undercutting each other, even though market price is at $250 for the Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB. So of course, it's got to sell for that chart to start moving, right? We have the Temporal Forces, once again, the Iron Crown. Is it the Iron Crown, or am I confusing it? Iron Leaves. I am confusing it. The Iron Leaves. Market price is at $202. Most recently sold at $203. Let's see what the other sales look like. $205, $199. So this one is not retracing. The other one was at a whopping $250. I guess that's why it may be retracing. And the listings aren't undercutting each other at the moment. So if you do want this one, you would have to wait when it comes to TCG Player. So now we're going to look at eBay for both of these. You have one here at $195, just below market when it comes to that price. But with the tacked on delivery, it is above market. Not worth buying there. You have the Walking Wake one that sold at $176 on bids with $7 delivery, well below market. We have another with the Iron Leaves one at $172.50 on bids once again with $7.67 delivery. Pretty nice buy there as well. So once again, for the Temporal Forces Pokemon Center ETBs, if you do want these, then it is worth going on eBay and picking up one of these boxes on bids, where it looks like, as always, you can find steals. Really nice deals on there. Next, we're going to be looking at the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. For a good while, this box was flying. It was like literally soaring, uptrending so hard. It was at $510. $510 was the market price high for this box, and now it has retraced all the way down to $433. Most recently sold was $418. Let's look at the other recent sales. We have another one at $418. We have one at $409. We have one at $380. And we have a few more for the past week, basically, for this ETB. Wow, this ETB has really been pulling back. Once again, sellers just undercutting each other. They're trying to make sales. We have one here at $400 with $15 delivery, still under market. We have the next, like, almost 10 listings under market at the moment, or 7 listings under market. So this box is going to continue to retrace. It's going to continue to correct. It'll pull back a little more. Now looking on eBay, $425. Once again, under market. We have another one here at $414 with $14 delivery, just below market. Not really a steal there. We have one at $430 with $16 delivery. That's over market. Another one here over market from Canada on bids. We have another one here at $399 with $15 delivery. That's a nice buy. Just under market. This box is going to continue to retrace, and hopefully it just translates onto eBay and you can even get even more steals. You have another one here on bids at $400. That is the cheapest one we've seen so far with free delivery. So Paldean Fates, another box. Looking at even on eBay, it's also retracing as it is on TCG Player. But once again, eBay being the place to make your deals, your steals, your buys. This is the place to go, right? Always try to find it on bids. You can get something real cheap there. Next, looking at Paradox Rift, the Roaring Moon Pokemon Center ETB, market prices at $209, all-time high. Most recently sold at $215. $215 for the Roaring Moon ETB, and the box is actually trending upward. They're not undercutting each other at the moment. You're looking at the listings here. They are not undercutting each other whatsoever. You're gonna have to wait when it comes to TCG Player if you want to buy it for this box. Looking at the Iron Valiant Pokemon Center ETB at a high of $174. Most recently sold $187. It's pretty wild to see this box climbing. 187, 177, 175. So this box is also heading upwards. It's so bullish on the chart for this box. Surprisingly, it's Paradox Rift. The promos in them aren't highly desired. It's pretty, I don't know, it's surprising. The Paldean Fates one is a much better set. The promos more desired, and it's pulling back, and these are not. I guess it's because they're cheaper, but it's still, cheaper doesn't always mean better. Not with a set like this. You have the Iron Valiant one for $189 over market. You have the Roaring Moon one for $210. What was that one at? I already forgot it. It was at $209. Still right at market. $210. $192 here, still over market. So it looks like even on eBay, these boxes are not, you're not seeing many deals here. You're seeing one here for the Iron Valiant at $155. You're seeing another one for $155 as well, but not too many. There aren't many deals for this box on eBay. I would wait off. I'd hold off on this one. It's not a great set. You're not finding any deals at the moment, so I would just leave that alone. Ignore it for now. Now, moving on to the 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. This box, of course, it is 151. It has not pulled back. It had a little bit of a retracement here at the beginning of the month, but it came right back up. It's now at $960 market price. Most recently sold at $950. And you have a few others that sold at just at $900, but you have also other ones that were at $950 and $940. You have some really close to $1,000 at the end of September there. But this box, clearly, it's so expensive, it's not going to move that quickly. But the box has not pulled back. But you're seeing some guys here undercutting each other. Just got to find somebody to buy. $885 with $9 shipping. So that's about $60 under market. I guess for somebody who wants this box, if you can get it for $60 on the market and you're willing to pay this much for an ETB, that's a pretty good steal for you at the moment. Going on to eBay, you're seeing better deals as always on bids. $810 here with $20 delivery. That's $880, well below market price. You have another one here at $950, one at $1,000, one at $1,150 with 2 booster bundles. That would actually be below market since both of these booster bundles are at about $90 right now, which is insane. $860 here on bids with $10 delivery on the market as well. You have another one at the buy it now for $888. So even the 151 Pokemon Center ETB is retracing a little bit, both on TCG Player and on eBay. Just that you just got to be a little patient when it comes to TCG Player. It looks like not too many sellers are going to undercut each other with this product on there. But if you could find this box on eBay for bids, I think you might find yourself a deal. Moving on, we're going to be looking at the Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB. Of course, this is one that you expect to do really well because the promo in it is by far the best promo in all of Scarlet and Violet ETBs. And this box is not retracing whatsoever. But we do see here that the most recently sold is at $613 and market price is $696. That's a very, very big difference. That is a $83 difference between the market price and the most recently sold. So let's look at the most recently sold. Let's look at more. You have another one here at $682, but just below market. You have another one at $632, well below market, and another one at $623. And those are really the deals that you've seen here. Let's look at the listings here. And here we go. Sellers, once again, undercutting each other. $623 throughout the whole almost first page. But the last one, every other listing is $620 to $25 aside from the last listing on the page. And so this box, as long as people do buy right now, you'll see this this graph start retracing right here. Looking on eBay now, see if we can find some steals. This is the regular ETB that sold for $200 there. You have the Pokemon Center one though at $600, $96 below market, guys. That's a pretty good buy. You have another one here on bids for $495. Holy smokes. So we had what? This is almost $200 on the market, guys. $200 on the market. Of course, you got to tack on that $25 delivery fee. That's fine. $175 on the market. That is a insane steal. And this box looks minty. That's insane. That's a great buy. $615 here. You have these coming out of a case here. Let's see what else. So any other steals? $520. That's a steal as well on bids. Wow. I can't believe that steal was insane. Took me by surprise. $555 on bids as well. Another great buy. Another one here at $570. So yeah, even the Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB with the absolute best promo in all of Scarlet and Violet still pulling back and retracing. Not safe from the pullback, guys. Still not safe. Paldea Evolved Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box was at $582, all-time high still. But most recently sold is at $490. Let's look at the sales. $490 was the last sold. That's on the 9th. So since October 9th, nothing else has sold, but that was $490, and there was a tear on the box, which I guess justified that sale. And these sellers are not undercutting each other at the moment. So Paldea Evolved not retracing on TCG Player. Let's look at eBay. $500, the first listing here. What was that again? $582, I believe. So that's $82 on the market on the first listing we see here with $12 delivery. So that's $70 on the market. That's pretty good right there. You have another one here at $540, $42 on the market. Let's see if we see any other deals, maybe some steals on bids. We have another one here at $530 plus 12. You have another one here at 550. One at 513, but you got to tack on that $50 delivery fee. That's insane. $530 here again, 525. So once again, even on eBay, how they evolved. One of the better looking promos as well. One of the better sets in the era. This box has also been really bullish throughout the whole year. It's been on a crazy uptrend, and even this Pokemon Center ETB is not safe from the pullback. Next, we're going to be looking at the Scarlet Violet promos. This one with Koraidon on it, and market price is sitting at $340. Most recently sold $355. Let's look at the sales here. 355, 388, one at 315, 329, 330, 300. So it kind of looks like it's been mixed, but this was all September sales. Not much moving with this box. And we're sitting at $340 market price. It doesn't really look like the sellers are really undercutting each other here. You have one at 355 there. That's the next real legit sale. So they're not undercutting each other whatsoever with the Koraidon box. Now we have here the Miraidon one at $325. Most recently sold $336, basically $337. And as you can see here, these boxes still heading upwards on sales, and the listings are not undercutting each other once again. So Scarlet and Violet based Pokemon Center ETBs are not getting any cheaper. They're actually heading upward. So we're going to look at eBay here and see if we find some steals, right? We have the set here for $700. That's not under market. We have one at $340 here, $350, everything pretty close to market. This was a legit steal on the 11th, $235 on bids for the Miraidon Pokemon Center ETB. That's insane. That's a beautiful buy there at $235. This man, whoever this person was, must be stoked about that one. Another great one here at $255 on bids here with free delivery. Not bad right there as well. So I guess you can find some nice deals here. Those are all getting much, much older. This ETB seems to not be moving too much. We're already looking at September here, and all we did was scroll down past like 6 sales. So Pokemon Center ETB for the Scarlet and Violet base isn't moving too much, but as we're seeing here, Pokemon Center ETBs, I thought they'd be safe from the pullback or correction, and they are clearly not. We have a few that haven't really pulled back too much, right? Like Prismatic Evolutions didn't pull back too much. Destined Rivals pulled back a little more, but it wasn't too much either. It went from like 380 to like 355 or whatever it was. Paldea Evolved didn't budge one bit. The Temporal Forces one for some reason didn't budge. Surprisingly enough, the Obsidian Flames one we were getting some nice deals right on eBay there. But yeah, but the vast majority, and not the vast majority, but at least more than half of these Pokemon Centers ETB have retraced or pulled back. And you might be finding some deals that you find like you can afford or that you can justify to put into your collection. So, but yeah, guys, I hope you guys found value here. That was it for the video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I will be having the market analysis video later on today. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.